now recording. Okay. Alright, so this is the review podcast thing that we do every time a Sonic movie comes out. System 509, you know that. And joining me today is Sergeant Major Mario and Galactic Cuisine. Would you like to say hi, guys?
Hey guys, it's me, Sergeant Major Mario. What is up?
Yeah, so we've all seen the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie now, haven't we? So I guess we'll just start with our spoiler-free thoughts.
Yeah.
Who would like to go first?
5 out of 10. That's all I'm saying right now.
I'd say 7.5.
Yeah, I'd say about 8.
Okay, before we go to the main parts of the film, can I just talk about something quickly? Like, I don't know about you two, but the ads in my cinema kind of forgot it was a kid's film. I saw a lot of ads for car insurance, for traffic accidents, for Visa cards. I'm like, no kid's gonna want to see this.
No, you gotta train them young, man.
I don't remember the ads I saw. Bloody hell. I remember a lot of phone ads, I think.
I remember seeing a few trailers, but that was it.
It was also very, it wasn't as busy in my cinema, which is surprising because both times I went to see the first Sonic film in 2020, they were packed, like fully packed, but this one was quiet.
My first time was I'd say about 30-40% seating, but my first viewing was 2 p.m. on a Friday, so I'm not surprised it was half empty. My second viewing on Sunday, it was wall to the wall almost.
Really?
Yeah, that was a Sunday about 5 p.m. So that was obviously going to have a lot more people at it than the first one.
Too bad it's Sunday. The cinema will be filled up tomorrow.
Okay, we can't keep making references to that shitty joke every time we do one of these.
You brought it up multiple times in my stream, damn it.
My theater was packed.
Was it?
I mean, I remember showing y'all.
Yeah, I guess it's making a lot of money, but it's not making Marvel money. So I guess a lot of people are worried that it's going to underperform.
Well, that'll make the Birds of Prey fans happy.
And the Morbius fans. Oh wait, they're already fucking down. Yeah.
All right. Well, I suppose we should get this started. Get started then. Whenever you're ready, system.
So we'll just start off with the beginning of the movie and just go on through it chronologically, I suppose.
It starts off with a fucking Eggman Rube Goldberg machine.
And its only existence is to crush mushrooms.
That it implies it's for him to get a good tasting mushroom drink, which implies that he sets up that machine every time.
Yeah, I love that. That's fucking hilarious.
He sets up that contraption just to get a drink. How many little Sonic dolls has he made over and over again for that fucking machine?
He's devolved to insanity. How many do you think?
Yeah, he's fucking nuts in this movie. I love it.
We'll get to that when we get to that. So he's on. So he was there for 240 days, which, thank God, the Mushroom Planet days are the same as Earth days, I guess.
Well, hyperbolic time chamber shenanigans.
Ooh, that is something to consider, yeah.
Because different worlds have different time zones. Like Mercury, a year is 88 days over there. For all we know, 240 days on Mushroom Hill world could have been 240 years on Earth. Very convenient. It's the same time zones.
Well, let's get real. He is using Earth technology, so I'm fairly certain he's using an Earth calendar in something. He's got a wristwatch thingy that's got a screen on it, so maybe it's got a calendar app on it.
The calendar app for the Mushroom world.
Well, he shows at the end of the first movie he's got that wristband thingy and he's typing into it, and then the second movie he's probably just keeping track of human days, I guess.
But yeah, so he's gone to the point of insanity. He uses the blue quill to, I assume, keep himself in check or something.
No, I think that just makes him more crazy. It's as it goes on, it's you visually see the bags in his eyes.
Yeah. He literally ditches it though, when he hits Earth.
Yeah, that's the thing. Eggman and his fucking tunnel vision strikes again. Motherfucker's always disregarding shit when something bigger shows up, isn't he?
Fucking right. But like he builds a massive like I guess beacon or like a teleport. He builds something
distress
on a giant
signal.
mushroom.
Yeah, I was assuming it was an SOS thing that was just chaos or Quill powered.
Which I'm amazed he was able to make something that huge from the parts of his ship.
And one spine.
It's science fiction, but I can forgive weird shit like that because at the end of the first movie he has just a backpack worth of metal on him, and
Sure,
then in this movie he's got a whole contraption.
I can forgive that, but can we also comment on the fact that he flew from that mushroom and he should have been dead when he hit the fucking floor?
Yep.
Yeah, please. Jim Carrey is too powerful to be killed by gravity. You know that.
Well, anyway, so he fires a distress beacon. It backfires due to a load of power, but he gets saved by these 3 random creatures. They're not echidnas. What the fuck are they?
Yeah,
I remember seeing them in the prequel in the comics. Yeah, I didn't know what they were either.
Even the prequel doesn't explain who they are. They're just bounty hunters who catch Knuckles.
Yeah, they're just well, I didn't. What they caught Knuckles? Did they? I thought they were working for Knuckles because he was just there after them.
Okay, so in the prequel, Knuckles, I believe they just sort of blindside him when he's not looking and cheap shot him.
Yep.
And then they force him into a cage fight with a giant lobster monster.
Where Team
and he
Chaotix
kills
was
it.
sitting there just chilling. For some asinine reason.
Apparently Vector's got a gambling problem in the movie universe, so that's good.
That's how they should have handled Knuckles in when he got kidnapped by the fucking marauders in Chronicles.
Yeah, let's not bring that up. There's already some bullshit handling with that going on.
I should, you know, you say that. I should point out. I have in my notes. I have Ken Penders eat your heart out at least 4 times.
Oh, he's eating. Believe me, he's eating.
So Eggman has these trap contraptions, which I assume he either had them set up or he fell down, got up, set them up, and then lied back down in the same spot he was.
I like both those explanations, actually.
But it's like, how convenient that these guys were in the right positions to get hit by these traps, especially the Agent Stone one.
Yeah,
I
that one.
love that shit.
That one took some trajectory.
I love that
Fine
shit, man.
aiming.
It's so fucking stupid.
Also, I will say, puns aren't my thing, but I will give them piece of Shiitake planet.
Oh, I'm surprised I got away with that.
What
I'll
won't
give
give
him that.
them is when Knuckles is walking up and says, "I'll show you the way."
Did he say that?
Yeah.
How did I not catch that after 2 viewings? When did he say that?
Like when
Just
Knuckles
before
when
the
Knuckles
tile
looks,
card.
Yeah, when Knuckles looks at Quill, goes, "Where did you get that?" And Eggman's like, "From a little porcupine on Earth. I'll show you the way."
Oh, I thought you said Knuckles said that. Yeah, no, I remember that bit, yeah.
Yeah, so then we go to Seattle, which Sonic Adventure, people, I saw a lot of people go Sonic Adventure, OMG, Sonic Adventure, shut the fuck up, guys, just chill. Sonic trying to be the hero, stopping a truck from being robbed because it had money in it. Now, did you guys ever see the behind the scenes of this when it got leaked?
I did not.
I saw the 5 seconds of footage with the van drove down the road.
The 5 seconds of the van just speeding past the camera. What did you think that originally was going to be in the film?
Originally, I actually kind of thought it was going to be Agent Stone stealing some shit from Gunn.
I thought it was like Tom going on a chase at someone or something.
Yeah?
But anyway, so Sonic trying and failing to be a hero.
I love that shit.
Which, I mean, okay. Can we talk about, the PG bombs? They just look like flare grenades.
Yeah.
No, can we talk about that stupid kid with the ice cream?
Yeah,
Mate just stood there.
That shit was on par with the fucking stupid kid from the Spider-Man 1 movie.
The Spider-Man 1 movie, and also, the moment I saw his ice cream, I'm like, one's going to fall over. It's going to be like that fat guy from Lilo and Stitch.
I thought that exact same shit.
What, the fat guy?
Yeah.
Also, on the second viewing, right? I don't know if you saw, but before the ice cube falls over, you see it wobble like it's on a piece of string.
I didn't notice that.
I swear I saw it wobble before it fell. But then, like, sorry, carry on.
I love that whole thing because it sets up Sonic's character arc for the movie, where
I feel his character is a bit too childish. Like, I love how they handled him in the first Sonic film. In the second one, I feel like they forgot what his age was meant to be.
Well, I definitely consider this Sonic to be a bit younger if he is officially younger than his actual self.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, if he's 15 in the first Sonic film, he's 12 in this one.
Yeah, he's very childish.
Didn't really bother me all that much.
No, I like that. It's a different interpretation. It's fine by me.
Kind of bothered me a bit, but oh well.
If the game version starts acting like this, then ooh.
Oh yeah, then that's a different kettle of fish entirely. But fucking hell. So like after he disassembles the lorry, the lorry, which no matter what, how fast you're going, you can't speed up a drill.
Yeah,
I'm just saying.
Is he lightninging the thing to make it go faster? Because that's not how that works.
Because the drill has its own RPM, for fuck's sake. But then he goes back home to Green Hills, which is in the morning. And
wait, no, before you say anything.
Sorry.
Can we just point out that his fucking entire plan to sneak back home involved going to the top of a mountain and screaming at the top of his lungs?
Yeah, but that's a good point, actually.
Hide away as he passed by.
That is a good point, because like Maddie also points out that he needs to go meet up with Tom. So Tom was outside during this, so he would have heard Sonic say that.
Assuming his voice actually carries that lot far, like we don't know for sure, but like just the fact that he's trying to be sneaky and being fucking loud as he can possibly be.
I'm also pointing out that, like, so Sonic opens the map and the long claw feather goes down. I saw Sonic touch the emerald drawing, and I'm bringing that up now for something that happens later. But, so...
That seems fucking with me.
So Sonic and Tom are going fishing, where Tom shows...
Wait, hold on. You can't just pass over that fucking puppet he made.
What? Can I please not talk about the fucking puppet?
Yeah, we're going to talk about the puppet, because that made me actually bust a gut. I'm sorry.
I hate fart jokes. They're the lowest point of humor
I hated
ever.
it too. No, listen, I hated it too. I really did. At first, but when the audio started getting corrupted and the whole thing fell apart, I genuinely started laughing. I was like, okay, you played with my expectations a bit there. Good job, movie.
Although it did have one moment I did find adorable of Tom buying comics for Sonic. I like that.
Well, that's what a dad does.
Yeah.
Speaking of dads, I guess people didn't. I guess everybody was saying it, but they made it official that Sonic Wachowski was canon. But I think everyone agreed with it at that point.
Did they retcon the surname? Because I swear he says it Wachowski in this one, and the first one it used to be Wachowski, didn't it?
Oh, I haven't kept track.
It was always Wachowski.
Was it?
Excuse me for mispronunciation.
But
yeah,
but
the
like,
boat scene. The boat scene's
yeah,
very
the boat
important.
scene. The boat scene is important for me for one thing, because Tom shows Sonic a newspaper article about what happens in Seattle. News travels fast.
Yeah, that is pretty fast.
Like
It's a fast movie.
That was in less than 12 hours. Because
Eddie, you're the American here. Do you know the difference between Montana and Seattle's time zones?
I googled it. It's a 12-hour drive between Montana and Seattle. So, considering that Sonic can run at the fucking speed of light.
So if it's like what would you say it was when he got home? Like 8 a.m., 9 a.m.
Yeah, 8 a.m. We'll say 8, and we'll say it's around midnight when the Seattle attack happened.
So what the fuck was he doing before he got home?
Could just say running.
Other people?
He could just be running. Honestly, his speed is like inconsistent.
Oh yeah, his speed is very inconsistent in this movie.
But well, yeah. So then we get a bonding moment of Tom saying his version of with great power comes great responsibility, but less Uncle Death.
I love that bit because it's like Sonic's like, listen, you're supposed to be my friend. Stop trying to be my dad. I loved it.
It's a good moment. I just feel it just could have been done. It could have been done without the "Did you steal that from Oprah" bit.
Yeah, but they're doing the Marvel thing. We have to have every serious moment undercut with a joke.
I know this isn't the film's problem because a lot of films have been doing it where they feel the need to end everything with a joke, and I hate it. Listen, Marvel's good, I get it, but not everything needs to be Marvel.
Yeah, just let the scene carry itself. I'm sure the kids won't be bored if you cut out the Oprah joke.
Yeah, like you know, Sonic could have just said like, "Wow, that was great." Like, where did you hear that from? You know, like Sonic can still think he took it from somewhere.
Thinking about it, there was a lot of pop culture references throughout the film.
I mean, there were a lot in the first one anyway, but I mean, there were a lot more in this one. I guess Sonic is not in hiding, so he's more adapted to, you know, instead of watching Speed through the window, he can watch Speed whenever he wants now.
Oh yeah, like if he's watching too many movies as a secret, you know he's watching too many movies when he's living in a house.
Yeah.
That motherfucker's got like 4 different screens at once playing different movies in his bedroom, I'll bet you.
How much you want to bet that Tom now invests in incognito mode now that Sonic is living with him?
What?
Well,
you know what I mean.
I don't know what you mean. Expand.
I honestly don't. What's incognito mode?
Incognito mode on Chrome.
Alright, it doesn't track it. Okay, incognito
It's
mode
a porn jokes, you dumbass.
I was hoping it wasn't going to be that. Anyway.
I'm not keeping myself PG, fuck you.
So after that whole business goes down, what the scene that comes after that is Sonic says goodbye to them with the ring, right?
Yes, they're going to Hawaii, which, honestly, just saying right now, didn't need the Hawaii scenes. They could have been cut out from the film.
They
it
were
sets
okay.
up why he goes there later when he saves Sonic.
I mean, yeah, but they could have just had the wedding scene be there where Sonic is needed saving, but it just... There were a lot of scenes in this that just cuts the pace entirely.
Yeah.
Like, especially with Wade.
Oh yeah, the 2 Wade scenes didn't need to exist. They could have had Sonic and Tails look at the map in the forest.
They could have had Sonic and Tails look at the map in the cave. Did they forget about the cave?
I feel like the human actors probably had some forceful way to get more screen time than they needed. Because I know for a fact Tika Sumpter said she wasn't going to come back unless her character did something, you know, interesting. I know that happened.
Right.
And that's why you get that whole sequence where she's fighting off the gun agents, who, by the way, fucking incompetent much.
We will get back to that because that is a lot to talk about as well. So
so
Sonic
talk about
is
how cute the fake airport scene was, because I love that shit. That was great.
Yes, that was adorable.
It was alright. I was more distracted by the dog in the sunglasses because that was adorable.
All the shit Sonic does as soon as they leave, like, holy fuck, does he trash that house?
Yeah, right?
And then he immediately cleans it after.
Yeah, he drives a lawnmower through the fucking living room.
How did he not tear up the carpet with that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That is some strong ass carpet. That is.
He
I
didn't
want the
even
manufacturer
waste
of that carpet.
It was like he trashed the house to an unparalleled level. Like, holy shit, man.
You
this isn't.
You want to take me in? Give me a home. I'll fucking show you.
Like, it's, you know, okay, yes, kids can make a mess. Motherfucker empties so many crisp packets, drives a lawnmower over the crisp packets, drags in a swimming pool, fills it with fucking bubbles, it makes bubbles go everywhere. He has a phone that's waterproof, apparently, and he's able to clean that shit up in a second.
Yeah, holy shit.
Also, wastes a ring just to get 1 box of Oreo Thins.
Fucking right! Talking about product placement, Sonic wastes a ring for our Oreos.
Phenomenal cosmic powers. He uses it to buy snacks, though. I like that. That's funny.
That's a guy that'll never get old.
And the fucking hairstyles. Did you guys notice the American Sonic style hair he gave himself?
Yep.
I did.
I was like, okay, yeah, wow. Holy shit, I didn't think I'd ever see that again.
It's one of the subtle reference. I won't say no to a subtle reference because that's, you know, but then Tom calls. I love when Tom FaceTimes. He says, "Hey Sonic, we're here." Like he didn't just get in through a fucking ring.
Yeah, like he must have had to walk to the hotel. I guess I don't know. How long between the ring scene and the call was it? Like 2 minutes? Or was
2
it like
minutes.
the whole afternoon?
I
Like,
don't know I don't know, because this pulls the problem of the first Sonic film, where time is inconsistent.
Cinematic time is such fucking bullshit sometimes.
Because during this, Tails appears from the ring, and he flies down at what is clearly afternoon, but then the next scene happens and it's nighttime.
It just took that long to find him.
But he had the fucking scanner!
There are too many signatures, man.
Also, I love Tails saying, where it's like, now I need to find him, but I need to go in undetected. Got it, police car. Instead of, flying up in the air where no one will see you.
Nothing says incognito like blue, red flashing lights, man.
They love the police. They won't stop me.
And then we get the first fight scene, I guess, which I like the very quick, short-lived horror sequence they did, where Sonic looked genuinely scared when the lights went out.
Yeah,
I wouldn't really call it horror. I mean, the kids in my cinema fucking laughed at it. They weren't scared.
Oh, no, I'm just saying it's like you can clearly tell it's influenced by that stuff. It's not actually horror, obviously. That's too much, but like it's got all the hallmarks. It's got the slow creep to the door and the slow zoom in, and then the shocking lightning and stuff. It's
the loud ass violin.
And then Sonic just says, "You know what? I'm just gonna fucking murder you now," and tries to kill Eggman on his doorstep.
By the way, I just want to point out that Eggman feels the need to mention that he's not only going to kill Sonic, Tom, and Maddie, but he's going to go for the dog as well. When did Eggman know that Tom had a dog?
When did he know he had a dog?
Exactly.
I guess they saw him.
But when?
I don't know.
Because the dog was with Rachel in the first film, so he wouldn't know the dog existed there.
Maybe he saw the dog in the house and he came to the window. Maybe the doghouse is out in the front or something, or like the dog bowl or some shit.
Maybe before his presentation, Eggman was just poking his head in the window. It's like, all right, Sonic's there. All right, you ready for this, Nux?
Oh, I could smell dog. I could smell wet dog. And then Eggman gets
That actually would have been a good line, where like Eggman just says, "I smell dog. Wet dog," and he looks at Knuckles. "It's not me." Okay.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about little tiny things like that.
But then, so Knuckles punches Sonic through the fucking wall.
On TV.
Eggman quickly sidesteps. Apparently quick enough to go past Sonic's speed for a sidestep to perfectly introduce Knuckles' fist.
Eggman
was through the TV.
Eggman was quick at that.
Was that why he kept shoving the quill in his fucking mouth to make himself faster?
I don't think that's how that works.
I hope not, because that'd be weird. Just lick Sonic, get superpowers.
Oh god, don't put that thought in my head.
Is this a new craze from licking toes to licking hedgehogs?
Yeah.
Hey, you're the one that brought up the idea.
Yeah, but Sonic gets blasted through the TV and the wall, splits the couch in half, grabs his rings, and then goes for another hit and gets blasted through a whole ass wall. Then he gets stopped in a spin dash and gets fucking annihilated.
I'm just saying I feel like when the fact that Knuckles held Sonic there and said nothing felt a bit awkward. Like sorry.
I think he's so angry at Sonic that he wants to drag it out if he can.
I get that, but like I still feel like something should have been said. I mean, yeah, we saw it in the trailer and it was an epic moment in the trailer, but it's like it just feels so empty without it. I don't know. What did you think, Eddie?
Eddie?
What I think.
Eddie?
Yeah, it was pretty weird.
Okay.
I was so used to hearing in the trailer where he said, "Do I look like I need your power?" just for it to be nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they took it out and put it somewhere else. That was weird.
Also, can I just point something out? Knuckles is able to not only predict Sonic's speed, but stop him on a whim. But he can get hit by a police car.
Yeah, he was busy.
Yeah.
He was looking at it! He was looking right at the fucking thing!
He was busy. He was holding Sonic against the tree.
He let go of Sonic when the car came!
And then he got hit by the car.
Bitch, okay. Anyway, so fucking yeah. So Tails comes in, runs, pulls a hit and run on Knuckles and gets a 2-star rating. Fucking drags Sonic into.
No, man, that's a hate crime. He's getting at least a 3 out of that.
He drags Sonic into the car. Then Eggman goes feral on the fucking windscreen for some reason.
I love that. What the fuck was he doing?
He's
What
crazy. He's mad with blue electric that he keeps getting on his tongue.
He's gone nuts from mushrooms.
Just
Yeah, exactly.
a weird one. And then we have a car chase moment, which admittedly I did kind of find it funny that because Tails can't reach the pedals, he has a gizmo that can drive the car for him.
They're little magnets. That was cute. He does that shit to the plane later. Like, he gives it guns.
Yeah, he did. We'll get back to that. Gee, this is giving me deja vu. The first podcast. Then Knuckles chases them. Oh, hey, we lost him. No, we didn't. Cliche. Then they drive. They drive the car off the fucking cliff.
After a Sonic the Hedgehog 4 reference, which holy shit, didn't see that coming.
There was a Sonic 4 reference.
The green truck full of water was called Splash Hill.
Was it?
Oh, I remember now.
I was like, wow, of all the Sonic games to reference, you do that one, okay.
Genuinely didn't notice that, but fair enough. It was also
Well, Knuckles does destroy it, so I guess they got their revenge on that piece of shit game.
Man, I can't wait for the next films. Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Sonic Mania. Wait, what? But yeah, so we also find out, and this is the first Ken Pender's Eat Your Heart Out note, where the Master Emerald was just a fairy tale, according to Sonic.
Yeah, it's like a bedtime story for him, isn't it? That's interesting.
Which I love the idea of fairy tale. It's like, Longclaw, tell me the emerald story. There once was an emerald that killed millions of people, but we stopped them. Good night, Sonic.
He just goes to sleep shaking, like, can't sleep, Master Emerald will eat me.
Can't sleep, chaos will eat me. But yeah, so fucking yeah, so they drive off the cliff to get Knuckles off, and they fly away. Which they go to Wade's house for some fucking reason.
I don't know why they did that. I guess any excuse to get that actor one scene.
do you think the actor for Wade?
Anywhere.
Do you think the actor for Wade went to the director? He's like, "Can I be in the film? No, please, 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 please. Fine, shut up. You're not getting paid for it though." And Eggman and Knuckles' alliance moment, just fucking. Can we just get rid of the floss?
No.
No.
The floss is never leaving. You just accept it at this point.
It's a part of life. You have to just live with it now, man.
It's shit.
It was introduced, Fortnite made it popular, and now everybody does it, and it's just annoying.
Well, also, that scene also has one of my problems. Like, they give Jim Carrey a bit too much screen time or improv moments, where he fucking wolf howled to talk about ultimate power.
That was a weird improv, wasn't it? But
He's
it is
crazy.
Jim Carrey.
I get he's crazy, but there's only so much crazy one can take.
Maybe he's
I
a
don't know.
furry.
He's been licking that quill for over 200 days. That's the only excuse I can think of, man.
Although, Emily, I did like when the drones would go to Knuckles. It's like, I will take down all of them, and smash them into the stairs.
That was
Knuckles
funny,
the
yeah.
funniest guy in the whole movie. Like, he got all the laughs in when I was watching it.
Yeah.
The biggest laugh he got out of me was a moment later when Eggman was attacking a little hologram of Sonic, and Knuckles just punched it, going, "Tiny Magic Hedgehog defeated. Now we continue with our mission."
He's
That
reading
minute,
the
that guy-
text. Dot.
Yeah,
That scene. Tom is a slow typer. Because I was typing out that moment on my phone. I did it in slide text, I did it in regular text, I did it sideways. I was able to do it in all three of those twice before Tom finished his text.
Tommy, you're being such cinema sins right now.
Absolutely. He needs to fucking type faster, damn it.
That's going to be a complaint that they make. I guarantee it.
Bet.
Put it down and quit now. 5 quid. Cinema sins is going to make that a sin.
Oh, I like
Tommy's
this
a very
bet.
slow typer.
I'll put some money on the table for this.
But yeah, so
So after
while
the alliance, There was Sonic and Tails go to the Wade Cave.
Which, oh god, fucking,
Where they retcon the fucking Emerald logo at the bottom right of that
They
map.
did. They changed it. I noticed they changed it.
I didn't
So-
notice they
Babylonian
changed
Rogue. It's Babylonian symbols now. Did you? I can't believe I didn't notice that.
God, you're a fucking nerd.
I didn't. It's been so long since I've read Babylonian symbols.
But yeah, so we find out lore that conveniently the Master Emerald is on Earth. Why
Well,
didn't
And the
not Claw
paper just so happens to activate the message and
when
that
you
point
touch
in
the Emerald
time.
drawing? You mean to tell me throughout the entire time Sonic not once touched the Emerald drawing?
That's what's
Not
fucking
once.
with me.
Thing is, I don't know if you guys have done this, but oftentimes when I'm bored, I will just trace a drawing on a book with my finger. Sonic's never once done that.
No, I've never done that one. Sorry.
Really?
I've never done that. I'm sorry. You're on
Man,
your
you
own
guys
here.
You guys are weirdos. But like, he's not once touched the drawing. He's not once touched the Emerald drawing.
Yeah,
Like-
I can't think of anything like that unless it just didn't work until recently.
Like, I saw him touch it when he earlier in the film. So what the fuck? Like, how does that work?
Context
But
sensitive, man.
Shut up.
Maybe it's got some kind of psychic link to his brain, man. I don't know.
But anyway, oh yeah, right. So another thing. So they find out that it's in Siberia. The compass in Siberia, which before they go, Sonic says, "Come on, Tails, I can't do it without you, buddy." And then literally the scene before, Sonic says, "I literally don't know you. I don't trust you."
And then he saved his life, so he trusts him now. It's that easy.
That's not how that works.
It's exactly
That's a-
how it works.
That's a Knuckles
That's
thing.
Sonic. That's
You gotta-
absolutely Sonic. He's like, you do a useful thing. You're a nice guy. You saved my life. Yeah, I'm gonna trust you now. He's like Goku.
Right, Frieza. But yeah,
Yep.
so after that, I'm just looking back to my notes. Sorry, I just got my notes just to make Agent Stone gay, you cowards.
Yeah, I
He's so
don't
gay in
like.
this, yeah.
I don't like his Agent Stone's portrayal in this one.
What do you mean?
No. Damn. That's
No,
surprising.
it feels
dude.
like really fanboy. I mean, I
That
get
is-
it that it's been like 200, like damn near a year, and he misses him. He has this whole operation going on, just waiting for him. But it's like in the first film, it's like he at least seemed like a competent assistant. Like he at least made himself known as a reason why he's around him. And this one, it just felt like it's just not yandere-ish, but just like very fanboy. It was just got annoying.
Oh yeah, something I forgot to mention. The Mean Bean Cafe is in Green Hills.
Yeah.
Why
by Agent
is that
Stone.
in Green Hills?
Did Tom not once go into that coffee shop and go, "Hey, aren't you the guy that works for Robotnik?"
Did he ever meet him? Because Stone didn't show up until after.
Yeah, I don't
Tom
think he
knocked
ever
him
met
out
him.
in the first movie.
Well, that's
And then-
fucking convenient.
And then he wasn't there when he was driving the egg pod and murdering Sonic. Yeah, I don't think they ever met. I don't think he knew him.
Nah.
So yeah, he's been hiding undercover in that town this whole time, just running a coffee shop, I guess.
But yeah, so like he sets up the whole fucking coffee shop, which I love how the code word is steamed Austrian goat milk. Thank God no one has ordered steamed Austrian goat milk in that shop.
I would have loved it if they did a Simpsons style joke where he's like, "What do you do if someone actually orders that?" And he's like, "It's never come up."
5 seconds later.
But listen, I did some thinking about that, and I think I understand why that's the passcode.
Why?
Because that was the last thing Robotnik complimented him for before he disappeared.
Oh no, I don't like. I mean, I didn't care why it was the passcode. I mean, like you couldn't have made it something that people wouldn't ask for in a coffee shop.
I guess no one
Yeah.
specifically offers goat milk in Green Hills.
As long as you don't put it on the menu, no one's going to ask for it.
Like
right?
maybe.
So
Well, no,
there go.
you still get those people who come in and say, "Hey, do you do this?"
Well, listen, I've been to a Starbucks multiple times. They don't do goat milk.
Well,
I've
it's
looked.
it's not Starbucks. It's the Mean Bean.
Exactly. So if one coffee place doesn't do it, then probably other places don't do it.
I mean,
Maybe
why
Costa, they don't do it either.
Why couldn't he just make the code word something like "Gosh, that Italian family at the next table sure is quiet" or something?
Because it was the last thing that Robotnik complimented him for.
Okay, the Family Guy joke is lost on you. Noted.
I think it makes sense from a character standpoint.
Also, I'm just saying, I still think the robots are a bit too generic looking for my liking.
What? I love the white and black and red.
I
love that shit.
I didn't like them in the first film, and you commented that they look too much like the '06 robots.
I didn't say that.
You did. You did in the podcast.
I mean, they do look like '06 robots, but it's not a bad thing. I think those robots look cool. It's a little bit generic.
It just felt too generic for me. But though something later did change my mind on that, but I want to get to that when we get to that.
I mean, I like the Buzz Bomber looking ones, and I want to see more classic ones reimagined in this style, to be honest.
What the fuck would the motorbugs look like in that style?
I imagine you just stick a tire on the underside of one of the egg buns.
Oh, that's
probably.
I'd imagine the similar to that vehicle-like one in the first movie.
Yeah.
You say, Eddie, you say you didn't like how Stone was portrayed. I felt his acting was a bit weak. Weak. Like you know, he sees Eggman. It's like, Doctor, I knew you would return. It's like, all right, mate, calm down.
They hyped up the simpishness. I think they realized that. I think they saw the response to Stobotnik after the first one and was like, yeah, let's just play into this a bit. People seem to like it.
I mean, that's what I think happened.
I don't mind it. I don't mind what they did with Stone. I don't mind it if they just made him gay, because they might as well do at this point. I just felt his acting could have been a bit better. That's all I'm saying with that. Then we got New Lab, also conveniently in Green Hills. You know, thank God no health inspectors looked into this shit, you know?
Thank God no one, questioned the electric bill.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
I can believe that there's a secret underground generator or some shit in there. I can believe that.
Well, I
you
mean,
need to worry about the power grid.
Then we got. Then my notes say more wasted time in Hawaii, which is obviously the volleyball scene.
Hey, no, that is not a waste of time, mister.
Oh yeah.
That scene sets up the stuff at the end of the baseball.
Yeah.
Tom is being 110% dad in that scene, and it's great.
Also, can I just point out something, right? The actress for JoJo, clearly the same girl, clearly 3 years older, despite 200 days have passed.
We don't. These aren't things we look deep into with a magnifying glass. We just go with it.
No one fucking cares about that shit except you, CinemaSins.
Oh my God.
Also, when Tom did the whole, oh no, you're missing a ring shtick, admittedly, I knew exactly what was going to happen next.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100% obvious what was going to happen there.
But the thing is, the ring he gives her, despite it being Sonic's ring, is clearly the wedding ring. I don't know if you guys noticed that or not.
I'm just gonna start making the ding sound if you keep this shit up.
Will you fuck off?
I have a ding on my soundboard.
So next we got so they go to Siberia, then they go into a random hut in the middle of nowhere that is just filled to the brim.
Actually, with the volleyball scene, I do have one complaint.
Oh yeah?
I love how they try to make James Marsden look like a wimpy little white guy, but he's clearly fucking jacked.
He's buff as shit, right? he does the mimic flex, and you could see the abs.
You could just see the tonnage dripping off that man.
Like, holy shit! I noticed that. I was like, "What are you talking about? He's already more ripped than you, dude."
Like, they couldn't have CGI'd his arms, I guess. Oh, fucking no. It's probably not worth the money. But, yeah, don't try and make James Marsden look like a weakling, because you're not going to succeed.
Hey, CGI his arms. Let's make Superman's CGI lip be the last CGI body part, alright?
Oh, God, yeah. Make his arms look all blurry and shit.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, that's probably why they didn't do it. But, yeah, it's like when they do it in the X-Men movies, where they try to make Patrick Stewart look like a weak old man.
Yeah.
But anytime he flexes his arms even slightly, you can just see how jacked he is.
I will say I do like I do like the fact that Maddie and Tom are still like a happy married couple. Because most
sequels that'd be one thing that stay maintained.
Well, no. Because you sometimes have sequels to things try and have tension by having oh no, this couple isn't working out anymore. Like with Doctor Who, where they decided to divorce Amy and Rory for whatever fucking reason. Yeah. So I'm glad that they still have it that they are just a happy couple. Like you don't need to worry about the bullshit tension of a will they, won't they, or anything like that. I'm good. I love that shit.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't split them up or anything like that.
Yeah. And then after it becomes your favorite scene system.
That
The
was
dance scene was cute.
On my second viewing of that scene, I literally waited until it started to go for a piss. I hate that scene so much.
Thing is, right? We've seen Sonic in the first film. I get the music wasn't to his rhythm. He could still dance, though. You know, we've seen him dance.
He's never done a duet. That's the thing. He's never danced with another person before.
I mean, okay, granted, I'll give you that. Also, I love how old-fashioned this place looks, but yeah, there's a very modern Yamaha keyboard there. It just kind of stood out to me.
That was the only thing I could afford as an upgrade. Gotta keep the bar interesting.
Yeah, so they have a dance-off to save their lives. Apparently, that's a Siberian custom. I never fucking heard of that shit.
You didn't Google it afterwards? I thought you, of all people, would have looked that up.
Did you Google it?
Hell no, I couldn't even spell that fucking word, whatever they said.
Okay.
What did they say, Slovakia?
Okay, I'm gonna look it up right now. Siberian dance-off custom.
I don't think that's a thing. I don't think that's something worth looking into.
But I need to address the complaints I'm seeing a lot of reviewers on YouTube make about this scene that, even though I hate it, this complaint doesn't make sense to me.
What?
People are saying, Sonic, you are super fast and time is of the essence. Just take the map out of his pants and leave. Here's the thing. Big ass fucking storm outside, clearly established before this, right?
Yeah.
Right.
That's the whole reason they go inside the building to begin with. So Sonic taking the map and leaving would just end up putting them back in the snow, putting their lives in danger. So they can't fight their way out of that scene. They have to play along with the dance off.
That is a valid point. I will concede that because I was thinking why like during the first watching I was like, dude, just grab the map. You're fucking Quicksilver.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, oh wait, fucking snowstorm outside, you idiot.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Like literally, Sonic, you can just take it out of his kecks and leave. But like he can't go back out.
At least like take it out of his hands and like hide somewhere else in the crowd or like somewhere in the building.
It was a small place. There was no way they could have done that.
But like,
and there's two of them.
And like so Sonic and Tails dance to Uptown Funk, and I'm just saying right now, I doubt that was their first choice in music. You could probably fit any song, any like dancey song on there. Uptown Funk was probably the first one they bought.
No, here's the thing though. I like that because that means there's a Sonic the Hedgehog movie that canonically references the existence of cocaine.
What? You serious?
That song has the lyrics. What's the woman's name? He says. The guy says a woman's name and he says white gold, and white gold is slang for cocaine.
I never heard that before.
Let me look this up.
Michelle Pfeiffer, that white gold. That's it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Michelle Pfeiffer, that white gold.
And
them good girls, straight masterpiece. Like he's literally talking about cocaine.
And copyright claim. Well, okay, so
I'm not good enough.
I'm just gonna say, I love how the audience was surprisingly calm about the fact that this two-tailed fox just multiplied ninefold.
That was the point where they said, "Okay, let's let them win."
Yeah, the scriptwriter was looking and went, "Fuck it, hologram clones, let's do it."
But that sets up one of my favorite jokes later, so I'm fine with it.
Okay, before that though, when they were calling like Tails and Sonic freaks, I felt it could have been elaborated further, and I know it is when Tails talks to Sonic about it, but it feels kind of brushed off. Because you see
a little,
because you see Tails like panic a bit, and then he's suddenly better. And then he talks to Sonic about, oh yeah, I was a freak, but now you're a freak. We're both freaks now, and now my PTSD is no more.
It feels like they could have done some flashbacks to him getting bullied in his old village, but I feel like they didn't want to show his village.
The only village they had the money for was Knuckles'.
the only village they had money for was to piss off Ken Penders.
Stop mentioning that fucker's name.
Never.
You're gonna make him appear. It's like fucking.
You're gonna summon him. Turn off the lights. Light up a candle. Look at yourself in the mirror. Ken Penders. Ken Penders.
Okay. Now, you said to me, System, that this scene more than makes up for the dance-off.
The cute scene in front of the fire, yeah.
I like the fact that they were established to be like best friends at this point. There just wasn't as much build up to it.
That's what you need, a dance scene, and that's it, man. Best friends forever.
Oh shit! Fuck it. I look at my notes. I forgot about this. Sonic is surprisingly calm at the fact that Tails was watching him in the bath.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was proper stalker in them, wasn't he?
Like I was talking to Henry and Jack about this, and they brought up. They said keep the scene in, but they could have done something to make it a good joke, right? Where like where Sonic says, "You were watching me, even in a shower," and Tails says, "Only Sonic the Hedgehog takes bubble baths." Like they could have had Sonic just slide away for a moment, like looking uncomfortable. I would have liked that.
No. Here's what you do: you have him cover up his chest like a woman with no top on.
Jeez. Okay.
Even though he's always naked, he's like, oh wait, now I've got to cover my chest for no reason. That would have been a funny joke for me.
I feel like a pause while Tails is just smiling at Sonic, and Sonic just shuffles away sliding. I would have loved that.
That would have been nice too, yeah.
Yeah. So next day, okay, yeah, the fight.
And the bit with the tails and the fireplace, and that was just that was perfect. I love that shit.
Despite my complaints with this film, Tails is still fucking adorable. All right.
And he's got the most profound eyelashes I've ever seen in my life.
I love that when Sonic was putting the blanket over Tails, something went wrong in the physics simulation. You see it jitter a bit when he's putting it on.
Did you?
Did you not notice that?
I didn't notice it.
I saw him struggle. I saw some like weird movements with that blanket. It was breaking the laws of physics, man.
It's probably someone walking past you in the theater.
I know. I spot these details.
This is how you can tell he watches Cinema Sins, because he's looking for things.
How strong are those glasses, man?
I've not, well, 200 magnification. I've not watched Cinema Sins in God knows how long, alright? I think last time I watched it was like fucking 2011. That was it. But, next day arrives. For some reason, the old woman is clinging to Sonic. Don't know what that was all about.
Don't know where she came from, out of nowhere.
It just came out of fucking nowhere.
Just walked up to Sonic and gang, said, "Fuck it, good enough."
Yeah, that looks comfy, spiky boy.
Yeah, hedgehogs don't make good cuddle buddies.
Then they find the cave, which, not hidden. You telling me no one explored that cave? Not once?
Have you ever gone mountain climbing?
Have you?
Listen, I watch Indiana Jones, okay? If I can accept the shit that happens in those movies, I can accept the shit that happens here.
I mean, humans have explored everywhere. If they've climbed Mount Everest, they've climbed every fucking mountain. That is an open-ass cave. Someone would have gone in there to escape from the cold and see the massive owl door and be like, huh, that's funny. Wonder what that's there for.
And how long do you think they'd play with the password before they either gave up or found a way?
So because the door's not locked, it was open. So a guy could have walked in there, see the spinny things, just spin them around for a laugh.
I'm getting the fucking ding sound effect. Where is it?
Come on, that's not even a fucking ding moment. That's a thing to bring up.
That's a ding moment.
Even Eddie brought it up, for fuck's sake.
They've
been pulling this shit since the 80s. They've been pulling this shit in adventure movies since Indiana Jones 40 fucking years ago, okay? This is the shit that happens in adventure movies. Right. This is just...
There you go. There's the ding.
It ain't a ding if Eddie agrees with me, damn it. If one of you agrees with me on something, it's not a ding.
It's totally a ding.
Fuck you.
It's like that scene in the third one where he's hammering the fucking floor in the library with a piece of metal, and there's like a whole dungeon of like secret shit underneath a library. It's like, this is like, people would have found that, people would have known that existed, but it's like, it's an adventure movie. You accept shit like this.
Admittedly, I've never watched an Indiana Jones film in my life.
You wouldn't like it if you don't like this shit, dude.
I haven't watched it either.
I tried watching Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, I just couldn't.
Yeah, that's the bad one.
Okay. So let's see. Look at my notes. I
like the spinny doodles for the password. Like, what happens if you get it wrong? Does it lock you out for a couple centuries?
Is it bad
that
for some fucking reason when Sonic solved it, I was expecting a capture to pop up or some shit?
Capture?
You know, like one of those prove that you're not a robot captures.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
just like password correct.
awful.
Now prove you're not an echidna. Select everything that's not echidna.
Also, I love how once the compass comes out, Robotnik just comes flying in through an open window.
Quietly, I point out, those drones make noise, and yet they were able to lock on.
And then they all lock onto Tails, and not one of them shoots at him.
And
Yeah,
no one
right.
goes down that open airway either.
I think he forgot to refill all the ammo in his drones, because they barely do anything in this movie.
They do something later when Sonic's snowboarding.
There's entire scenes in this movie where the drones could be shooting at them, and they just aren't.
Also, can we point out that the Sonic grabbed the missile shot by Eggman. He threw it at Knuckles. He was going to kill Knuckles with that missile.
Yep.
Like, he was actually going to kill him.
Well, from his perspective, Knuckles probably helped kill Long Claw. He even says that in a few minutes after that scene, where he's like, "You echidnas keep showing up and ruining my fucking life."
Oh yeah.
Like, that dude wanted blood in this movie. He tried to kill Robotnik when he first showed up at his house.
How did you guys feel about the snowboarding scene?
Loved
Just
it. Loved
remind
that
me
shit.
of the adventure portion with the ice caps and Sonic 3 with the ice caps. Other than that, it was just just snowboarding.
It was
Admittedly,
a good excuse to have Sonic not use his speed to instantly win.
I did find it really funny that Knuckles also destroyed a drone just to get his snowboard. Like, he doesn't hesitate, just poof, mine now.
Anything you can do, I can do it too.
Monkey see, monkey do.
Hedgehog see echidna do. That is the quote, right?
But yeah, it's a good excuse because Sonic wouldn't be able to get good traction in that kind of snow. So
No, definitely not.
having him snowboard around, it gives an excuse to why he's not like bullet timing the whole fight. You know?
He does bullet time though.
Yeah, in the midair when he's got grounds and footing for his feet, but like after that, he just goes back to normal sledding, which makes sense because. Like, I don't think he can supercharge his snowboarding ability.
They're very inconsistent with the Quicksilver moments, and like not inconsistent, also underutilized.
I'm glad, because I'm sick of people calling them Quicksilver moments, I'll be honest.
I mean, what else would you call them though?
Yellow Bird from Angry Birds movie moments.
Yellow.
Chuck.
They're Quicksilver moments.
He did that shit in the Angry Birds movie, too. And then, he drops his rings when he goes over the edge, and him and Knuckles have that chat.
You know
That begs
that.
the question: how many rings does he have? Because it seems like he just has like an abundance
now
of them
he's
in
got
that tiny
fucking
bag.
0.
Yeah, I saw 8, and like in the first film, about 30 fell down. So he had a lot more. He just stopped wasting them on buying Oreos.
Yeah, I can imagine him just wasting a ton of them. Like, what the fuck, dude? How are you going to get more of these when you run out?
Like, how much you
Imagining
gonna...
in between worlds, he's just going to collect wherever the hell they are.
Well, according to the prequel comic, they're actually currency. But, like, currency is also interplanetary travel? That's fucking weird.
Hey, system, could you lend me £1? What for? I want to go home. Ding! I'll PayPal you back, don't worry.
So yeah, we get to the point where Sonic's on the edge and he throws the compass to Tails, but then Jim Carrey just awkwardly green screens in front of him.
Oh my god, the blue screening is awful in the fucking Siberia.
It looks like a fucking 2D PNG
It's
floating in front of the background.
obvious. But like,
it's like the one part where it doesn't look real, and it's like, what the fuck happened to this bit?
but the thing is, like a bit before that, you see Knuckles and Sonic talking, and like, you can see Knuckles was gonna change his mind before Tails fucks up with his little zappy thing.
Yeah. Good thing someone interrupted him before he could have a change of heart, huh?
Yeah, like you can see Knuckles' face. He was gonna change. He was gonna be like, "Oh wow, like I guess we're not so different." Also, did you hear Knuckles go slightly Jamaican when he was telling the backstory a bit?
I didn't notice that. No, I would have noticed that. I think I would have noticed that.
Like
A little bit. And now that I'm thinking about it,
like when he was talking, I was just expecting him to go, "Me try was there, man." Then they went to go after your owl, man.
And I was like, "Wog one." I spent all night sitting on the doorstep going, "Wog one."
And I was out. And I was all out of spliff.
throughout the
Oh,
origin story of Knuckles, we just have more reasons that I'm so used to this gimmick account. My God, we're just more reasons for Ken to sue.
Yeah,
even though it's not, because echidnas can have backstories.
Should we talk about that fucker and the things he's threatening to do now?
We can talk
No.
about it now or at the end, if you want.
At the
Let's
end.
get it out of the way.
Sure.
All right.
So,
So apparently, only one person in the fucking universe is allowed to give Knuckles a parent.
I guess one person's allowed to destroy an entire army with an Chaos Emerald.
no.
It's
The
such a
Master
fucking
Emerald even?
overused trope too. Like, what the fuck?
No.
How do you claim ownership of that?
Do you know what it is? He was pissed that Baby Knuckles wasn't in a microwave.
What?
Yeah, he did that. Didn't
He did.
Fucking
He did
Jesus.
that.
What? I've
that's
never
an act-
heard of this.
You haven't heard of that? Oh my god.
Never.
Oh my God.
System telling.
Please.
System telling.
So,
I need to look this up.
So in the comics, when Knuckles was an egg, his father in the comics stuck him in a microwave and blasted him at full power, and that's why he's got spikes on his hands.
They're a birth
That's all it
defect.
did.
Like just a typical microwave.
Yeah.
No, a chaos energy powered microwave.
Oh my god.
And because of that, apparently he's the only one allowed to give Knuckles a fucking parent.
I go back to the film because now that we clear that, I should point out that so when Knuckles points out that Sonic prioritized Tails over the compass, and Eggman says oh, simple-minded, always care for the weak, and you see Knuckles look at Eggman. Now I swear I thought something was going to happen there, Knuckles slowly loses trust for Eggman because at first he was annoyed that he left Agent Stone behind by pointing out dishonor.
Yeah.
I thought that was going to be brought up later, when they get the Master Emerald, Knuckles is like, no, you have no use, and punches him away or something, but no, because later on Knuckles is like, we are a team, we did this together. I don't know if that's a rewrite in the later bit or if they had that planned.
I think all the stuff he does to doubt Eggman is what helps make the transition on the beach later more believable.
Yeah.
So it's like, so my notes literally go from, I swear Knuckles is going to change his attitude, did they rewrite the scene, to Green Hill Zone ringtone.
I like that. That was fine by me. It's just a reference. Whatever. It works if you don't know it's the music, so it's fine.
It's like, it's not a complaint. It's just like wedding scene, Green Hill Zone.
I feel like they could have did any other zone though.
Well, I find
mix
it
it up some.
I find it funny that Tom has the Green Hill Zone ringtone, and Sonic has the generic FaceTime ringtone.
Well, you know what? The Green Hill Zone thing works just because he's in a location full of palm trees. Green Hill has palm trees, so it's probably why they chose that.
All right.
The hometown, Green Hills. Have a Green Hill ringtone.
Well, what I want to know is what that song is called in the universe.
That's a good point.
That is a good
What the
point.
fuck is it called? Where does it come from? And why did he choose it as his
That
ringtone?
is
the
a
national
good
anthem.
point. Is that the Green Hills national anthem?
Yeah.
Oh no, Green Hills is actually its own microstate, like that one in Las Vegas.
Fuck, I didn't think of that.
But yeah.
So then we get Sonic needed Tom to use his ring, but then what a twist! He had the wedding ring the whole time.
Wait.
Oh.
Hold on, we didn't mention Tails getting fucking carpet bombed.
Oh yeah, and he's dead for like a good chunk of the film now.
Yeah, he gets knocked out for like, what, 10, 15 minutes, I think?
Yeah.
Felt like an hour.
Nah, couldn't have been that long.
I mean,
It
like
might as well
in
have
the
been.
movie time.
He wakes up not long after Sonic runs along the water, but he's still like a little bit out of it, so he has time to go get the tornado and shit. But yeah, he gets blown up by two big-ass missiles. Sonic goes and saves him, and then Sonic inexplicably gets a good enough cell phone signal to do a FaceTime on a mountain.
Yeah, surprisingly good enough. Oh wow, who's being cinema sins now, jackass? Added a ding for
I'm
that.
saying it as a joke.
That does not excuse shit. Thank you, Eddie.
That's okay when you do it as a gag, not when you're doing it as a complaining moment.
Go fuck yourself. So
Okay when I do it.
So Tom, the weak person in this film, punches the shit out of Randall, the strong person in this, to grab the ring to get Sonic into Hawaii.
Yeah.
Which is it me or did the snow look off there? It just looked like fluff to me, but I'm.
When it was CG, maybe, but honestly, I couldn't tell because it was only on screen for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's fair.
And I know that shit in the grass was real when they were crawling on it because I've seen the behind the scenes footage of that, and it was actually snow that they imported on the back of a big truck.
They must have had to do that shit quick because it must have melted quickly.
Yeah.
Also, I love that, it's like, Sonic, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Electric net time with GUN. Stand down.
Yeah, that was a quick transition. Like, they were ready.
Oh my god, can I just say how fucking funny it was when Rachel was flipping out at all the GUN soldiers and she looks at the priest and she's like, "Were you a fucking agent?" And he just slowly opens his Bible. It's got a gun inside.
I'm amazed
Yeah.
I'm amazed she didn't see the gun, given where she was standing.
Oh, it's fine. It's a funny joke.
No, honestly,
Is JoJo an agent?
yeah. Honestly, the part that made me laugh there was when he said, with the Guardian United Nations, and she goes, GUN, really? It's like, yeah, gun. It's like, yeah, has
Makes too
no
much sense.
I'm glad someone took the piss out of that name because I tried and failed to put it in episode 4.
Oh, you could have said it to me. I could have tried to make it work.
I wanted Sally to take the piss out of it because it's a stupid fucking name.
Fair enough. So Sonic, Tails, and Tom gets taken away. Maddie doesn't get taken away for some reason, but Tom does.
Well, Tom gets arrested because he assaults an officer.
The supposedly weak man assaults 2 of them.
Yeah, I love how ready to throw hands Tom is in all these movies.
They really wanted him to do something.
Anytime Tom's in a scene with other men, you just imagine he's going to start punching them soon.
So then they gave Maddie and Rachel a moment. Which, how did you two feel about this scene?
The Rachel shit went on too long, and I didn't care.
Agreed.
The Maddie stuff was fine.
They with Rachel and Randall, they surprisingly got away with a lot of shit there. Like they were literally talking about, waxing pubic hair, and Randall was manscaped. They got away with that. That was surprising.
All the Rachel shit could have been cut out. Like, up to that point where she throws the boomerang at the guys to save Maddie, everything after that can be cut out, and it doesn't change anything.
The boomerang stuff was really... It looked out of place, like, the way it was just added in during the cuts.
I feel like you could have just cut it off at, like, where they were going past the pool and when they were getting the drink.
Well, here's what I would have done to cut the movie up, right? And this is just... I'm pretty sure that stuff's in there because the actors demanded that it be there, so obviously this couldn't have happened in real life. But
yeah.
If it were up to me and I could cut the stuff, it would be... They sneak around with the little backpack, they, make jokes about the things looking like toys. Rachel gets her drink. Maddie goes up to the guy and gravity bombs him. Rachel comes in and saves her with the boomerang, and then you cut to Maddie going inside the back room and freeing Tom and Sonic and shit. All the stuff with Rachel and the wedding didn't need to be there at all.
Okay, can I talk about that gravity bomb scene for a moment? Because I noticed something.
What, that he went 5,000 stories into the air?
Not just that. She gravity bombs the guy. He goes up in the air, but then when she's confronted by 3 guards, and she turns around, it's the same guy.
Was it?
Same guy, same clothes, same looking face, same guy. And then he just randomly falls out of nowhere onto a table right next to the gun commander saying, "So we're being attacked."
I didn't notice.
God, I didn't notice.
I noticed it the second time. I was like, hang on a fucking moment. Like, were those scenes done at 2 different times?
Wait a minute, please. Ooh, you better be 100% fucking sure on this, because if you're getting 2 different people mixed up here and thinking they're the same guy, that's going to be problematic, dude.
Where are you going with this?
I gotta wait a
sure
month
that guy was
to see
Asian.
For fuck's sake.
You better be 100% right on this one, Tommy.
I'd like to retract my statement from the records.
It's too late, man. You better
Sister, please can you put in a disclaimer in this fucking video?
Oh, he was very sure.
I will take the watch jokes, but there are some limits you don't go.
Yeah, you could literally just cut that whole Rachel shit
Yeah.
out. It didn't need to be there at all.
It didn't. I didn't like it.
It literally adds nothing to the plot whatsoever.
The worst part about it is, there was just no build up in their relationship.
Yeah, none at
Like-
all. You get one scene where they hold arms at the bar.
Like, Randall wasn't even mentioned in the first film.
Yeah, he didn't fucking exist. Like, this Rachel, I'm pretty sure, met this guy, because, like, he's an agent, right?
Yeah.
So not only did she meet him after the first movie, she agreed to marry him in less than 300 days.
Yeah,
I was just about to say that.
That's like, how quick is that relationship?
Like, I've seen quicker, but my god, that's
I've
quick.
heard of
That's
shotgun
a
weddings, but give me a
speed
bit.
run and a half.
I've heard of shotgun weddings, but that's a submachine gun wedding.
She's any percent speed running this divorce she's gonna have.
Oh no!
My notes
But
say.
yeah, then the movie gets back on fucking track.
My notes say. My notes go from Tails as a fucking gun for some reason to why should I care for these guys again?
Yeah, there's no reason to care about Rachel and Randall and whatever. So what fucking... Ugh.
So then we go to an island, which has the compass slot not even half buried. It's just there. Has no one?
Yeah, it's...
Has no one been to that
just a bunch
island?
of-
Has no one scanned it? We've been scanning the sea for years. No one found that temple.
Nope.
Ugh, Tommy, it's an adventure movie.
It's still
Hidden
something to
secret
bring
shit
up.
like this
Damn it!
happened.
That was the SpongeBob Island.
I wish I knew what that was.
You just see a fucking squirrel, a squid, a sponge, and a starfish just on the side.
Oh, someone's gonna Photoshop that, I bet.
That'd be great.
But yeah, it's an adventure movie, so again, weird, nonsensical, underground shit, whatever. I can take it.
Yeah. So okay. So Eggman and Knuckles find the temple. They head to the temple, and then we cut to Wade for some fucking reason.
Yeah, another human that didn't need to have a fucking scene.
And it's even worse because he's there on his fucking scooter. Then he questions why the coffee shop is closed. And instead of thinking, oh okay, I guess they're shut for the day, he decides to peek in. And Stone doesn't even pretend to hide the fact that it's a lab.
Well, to play devil's advocate, if it's closed inexplicably and you're a police officer, it does give reasonable suspicion to look through a gap in the window.
I'd have questioned the fact that the health rating went from A to F minus.
I don't think Wade's smart enough to remember that.
Fair point.
But yeah, that whole scene with Wade and Agent Stone, it made me laugh just because Agent Stone was being funny, but it didn't need to be there.
I was fine with that scene.
I didn't like it at all. Just like, okay, we get it. His hands are in the air. Didn't need to wiggle the fucking digits.
It's just padding, I think, just to give the actors some shit to do so they don't leave the movie.
So then Sonic tries to take the responsibility on his own, and he runs across the water. Why did he fall into the Pacific in the first film?
He crashed into it, didn't he?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, he crashed.
but he was still running fast. He could have ran on the surface of the water.
He probably wasn't running fast enough, or maybe he didn't think he could.
He
so
didn't,
try to.
He was running faster in the first film than he was in that scene.
He was.
He literally
wasn't used
zipped
to his
away and
powers
back.
yet. That's why.
Oh, you know what it might have been? Maybe he faked crashing into the water so he could guilt trip Tom. Because he spends that whole movie prolonging the inevitable. So maybe he was just fucking lying to his face.
I don't know.
see
You
that,
gotta go
actually.
through high lengths to keep a fish on your head, especially on that.
I mean, let's think about it. Like, he
That
knew
long
the
it took
planet
to
he was
run
going
back.
to was the mushroom planet, and it was a piece of shiitake planet. So maybe he's just like, you know what? I can probably trick him into thinking I crashed into the water.
He's just there holding the fish on his head as he's running to Tom.
I gotta murder you, poor fish, but here we go.
Also, like, very convenient that Sonic fell into the water and washed up on the island, a la Crash Bandicoot style.
Plot
Yeah.
armor. It's plot
Yeah,
armor.
plot armor.
And the whole lab stone thing, that was fucking cool.
It was. I was about to say.
I want to know how much of that was practical and how much of it was fake.
I'm pretty sure all of it was fake.
There must have been some shit to run on.
Oh yeah, obviously there was something there, but I'm pretty sure it was all just blue screen stairs.
Yeah, all it's hard to tell nowadays with movies what's real and what's fake.
Eh,
But
I mean, see, I pay close attention to shit like that. If you have a keen eye, then you notice it. Like, I live a lonely life, so I notice the shit.
So every
A nice
lonely
little-
person just quickly identifies this stuff.
No, I'm just saying that I'm so lonely and depressed. I have nothing better to do in my life than look at animations.
And nice reference with the waterfall. That was
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, I hate that I immediately noticed that as Labyrinth Zone.
And then Sonic fucking cheats.
He could
Sonic cheats his way through.
he could have just
Labyrinth Zone.
cheated more by staying on top of the maze, because it's not a covered maze.
Yeah,
Knuckles could have did that.
Yeah, why didn't Knuckles do that?
Because then you don't get the cool traps and shit.
It would have actually would have been cool, like when Eggman said, "Work smarter, not harder." Knuckles goes, "I agree," and then climbs to the top of the maze and goes ahead.
Or he just starts punching through the walls like Bart Simpson. And
With the hedge maze.
Hey, I found a shortcut for your maze, Longclaw. I did like that
owls.
line. I do like that line that Robotnik has after he knocks down that one wall, though, where he's just like, yeah, you know, I can't even picture without a giant gaping hole in the wall now.
That's actually where I wrote my note. Shut up, Jim Carrey.
I thought that was funny.
Then we have like Eggman was going to knock out Knuckles and then steal the emerald, but then Sonic got in the way. He still could have done it, but whatever. Then they fight, because of course they do. The fight scene,
That was a cool fight.
it was, which leads on to my other note. Sonic needs to Quicksilver more, because he clearly has the advantage if he fucking Quicksilvers.
Yeah, but they don't get a cool fight scene.
I mean, I guess, but even still.
You can't Quicksilver 24/7. It's just not fun.
That'd be boring as fuck to watch. It's like playing a game with the cheats on for the first time. Like, you do that shit later, don't do it the first time.
I played through the entirety of Saints Row 2 with just cheats.
How sad for you.
I liked it. It was fun.
That bit where he gets knocked through the waterfall and you can just see him glowing through the water. Like, fuck, that was cool.
Also, like, so during that fight, Eggman goes for the emerald, and Knuckles says, you know, like, you are my friend. I'm like, when the fuck did you see him as a friend?
Yeah, that was weird. I guess he just assumed that they were friends at that point.
And then Eggman absorbs the Master Emerald. Eat your heart out, Ken. Wait, okay. I'm gonna say this. After Eggman absorbed the Master Emerald, he should have been super serious mode. Like, to show that maybe he wasn't himself, that he was possessed by the Emerald's power. Like, no jokes, no improv. Like, he should have been dead serious.
You're asking too much out of someone that's been in too many funny movies.
It would have
Sorry, dude.
it would have
no,
been good to
no.
have shown that, like, especially for the kids. Like, holy shit, this guy is fucking bad guy mode. Like, you don't know what he could do.
No, that would have been too much. Like, if he's like, he just goes on vaporizing people or some shit.
Well,
like, you can't do that.
Well, not kill people, but like you know, like he's focused. He knows what he wants. He wants ultimate power. Like, you know, like I really found it annoying, just like when he was talking about having the emeralds, and he fucking pulls out his audacity sliders and fiddles around with his voice.
Not gonna lie, I think I would do that if I could.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have
Auto-tune
done
myself in real life. Hell yeah.
This film is for you, clearly. So
I'm sorry, man. It's Dr. Eggman. He's a fucking goofball. He can be dangerous, obviously, but he's a fucking egg-shaped villain who builds giant robots that look like himself. He's silly. He's not serious. He's all the time. Anyway.
and then we got you know, Knuckles was drowning. Sonic saved him.
The bubble.
The
They did
bubble.
the bubble. I did not expect that. That's not how that fucking
No, it's
works.
not how that. Oh, who's Cinema Sins now?
Yeah.
I got it.
Thank you. So then, I love how, like, when Knuckles swims away, you could almost see Sonic be like, "Hey, dickhead, what the hell?"
Oh man, Dick move.
Which, like, if he can't swim up, implies he can sink. Why did he need the rock to sink?
I don't know. Why did he use that mark?
Huh.
Make himself sink faster?
I guess. But yeah. So Knuckles saves him. They have a sand fight for some reason.
I thought that was cute.
It was cute, but you know, I'm not even gonna bother mentioning that.
It was. I love the because all the stuff before this with Tom and giving him the life advice on the boat that he ignores, and then he repeats it to Knuckles. He's like, yeah, that's from my family. That's from someone who means a lot to me. I'm like, oh my god, is he actually going to call him his dad later? This is going to be fucking cool.
So then Sonic questions what a noise was. Like, he never heard a plane before or whatever. So then Tails flies in and saves them. Where did they get the ring from?
I assume it's from Tails' backpack.
Okay, fair enough. So during this, Eggman builds the Death Egg robot.
In front of everybody.
I refuse to believe there was enough metal around to build that fucking thing when he pulled 3 tanks and a train.
Well, rest in peace, train operator.
Right? That guy died.
Everyone on that train.
That guy got mulched.
Conveniently, it was a cargo train to reduce casualties, but there was a driver.
I assume he probably took like cars too, pipes maybe. Again, it's literally Sonic makes a chili dog out of nothing later, so maybe he just took some bits and made the
Plot
rest
armor. Plot device.
How did you feel about Agent Stone yelling, "Doctor, take me with you"?
I'd imagine
I was glad
he would.
was doing. I'm glad because I was afraid he was going to get shafted again.
I mean, he kind of did, though.
He got to do something. He's a supporting character to the villain. He's either going to get taken out like a bitch, or he's going to just run away when shit gets real.
Also, so we clearly saw that Eggman's body was controlling the Death Egg robot.
Oh yeah, Pacific Rim style.
When he did the leg guitar, was the Death Egg robot doing the leg guitar?
Yes.
I would have loved to have seen that. They didn't show that.
That was literally the first thought that came into
so.
mind when I saw that. I was like, is that leg guitar as well? Then like, you know, the big climactic moment happened. I should point out that I got no notes for this.
I just love how he used his fingers to fucking do a charge at Knuckles.
Which,
that made me laugh.
like, how would that have looked? Because we only saw the fingers. We didn't see what the robot was doing.
Oh, who fucking cares? It's funny.
How would the weight have supported that?
It's a funny visual. It's like him being silly. Die, mosquito.
Also, I kind of want to point out, like, I love how just like the military doesn't respond to this. No fighter jets coming out of nowhere to attack this thing. I'm pretty sure giant fucking 70-foot robot will be something worth sending the military to. But all right,
Or like a space laser.
yeah.
Implying the Ark exists. Ugh, that's going to raise questions if it does.
I also like the so I said the robots were generic. I did like the green versions.
They seem a bit more chromy.
Yeah, the black and green versions look much nicer.
Well, what are we going to call this version of Eggman, by the way? I've been going with Master Eggman.
That sounds weird.
You know, because of the whole Master Eggman
Yeah.
thing. But some people are calling him Chaos Eggman or Chaos Robot.
I quite like Chaos Eggman a bit better. Master Eggman sounds a bit too BDSM-y.
I don't like how that's the first thing you went to.
I'm so lonely.
At the bit where he teleports into the chamber that Stone is sitting in and just starts electrocuting him. He's like, mind the lightning, you might want to ground yourself.
Oh yeah, the fucking instruction booklet. That's clearly a Sega
about
Mega
to
Drive
pull up the
instruction booklet.
I hope they make that. I'll buy that. I've got instruction manuals for the Millennium Falcon behind me. I'll fucking buy that if they do.
But why
Specifically
though?
for the Death Egg robot that got destroyed like a half hour later.
Yeah, right.
Dude, I fucking love that shit. I love when they like super seriously take fictional bullshit and explain how it works. I've got one for the Enterprise, I've got one for the Millennium Falcon, and I want an instruction manual for the Death Egg robot.
It's the
Dude,
fucking
you like me with cookbooks.
like Eggman questions the mustache clap like he didn't put that feature in, but he wrote the instruction booklet to give to Stone.
It's the Stash Masher.
The Stash Masher, fucking hell.
10 out of 10 name. 10 out of 10 name.
So Sonic coaxes, brings Eggman to the bridge.
Well, we have to talk about the team up first.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Super team up.
Because they all try to attack him single-handed and it doesn't work.
I love how Knuckles says those were our best attacks. Yeah, Tails flying. That was his best attack, all right.
He shot him a
He
bit.
shot him with his guns in the Falcon. Not the Falcon, the tornado.
Yeah, he fucking found the time to put 2 little guns in the tornado before he went and saved them off that island.
Priorities,
Good job,
Tails.
I need to go save Sonic and Tails, but I might need to. I need to go save Sonic and Knuckles, but I might need to shoot something on the way there.
What type of caliber do I want to put on these?
He's just during the fight in Labyrinth Zone, Tails like, 50 cal, 40 cal. Oh, what works? He's just thinking about the plane, just looking at it. Just maybe I could. Maybe I could paint it blue. Tom's like, Tails! Right, okay, I'll paint it blue later. Let's go.
If I paint it blue, it won't show dirt. Yeah, they go one at a time, and it doesn't work. So Sonic gives them pep talk about teaming up, and then we get.
I was genuinely
an attack from.
I was genuinely expecting Sonic to say, "We're Sonic heroes."
Yeah, me too. I'm glad he didn't.
Your strength, your smarts, my speed. We're Sonic heroes. Genuinely expected him to say that.
Yeah, I was expecting Knuckles to be like, "We're not calling ourselves."
Right? Yeah.
But yeah, we get a few references to the games when they're running through the town.
Do we?
Sonic and Tails do the team-up attack that I made them do in Episode 3 from Sonic Hedgehog 4.
They referenced your show. Okay. You specifically said my episode. You didn't say what Sonic game that was from.
No, they referenced the same thing I referenced, is what I'm saying. I'm not that narcissistic yet.
Alright, Ken Penders in his end game.
I'd be way better at being Ken Penders than Ken Penders. Also, Knuckles does an attack that I think is from Sonic Battle.
Oh, I don't
he
remember
does like a
much.
corkscrew thing?
God, you're such a nerd.
It sounds like something out of Sonic Battle.
Yeah, they do that. Then Sonic's like, I'm the groin. He's going to focus on me if I goad him. So let's do a Sonic X reference. I'm going to climb to the top of a big tree and taunt him.
Honestly, it kind of would have been great if Sonic said, "Oh, what a great view!"
Oh, that would have been so fucking weird.
Reference the Japanese Sonic X. Why the fuck not?
Have him say shit in front of Cream in number 3.
Oh my god. You imagine that in Sonic 3 where Sonic says, "Shit, let's go." Fuck.
Yeah, he runs to the bridge. The robot somehow gets ahead of him.
And sneaks underneath. How the fuck he managed to do that, I don't know.
I like to imagine the Death Egg robot teleported and it was just on all fours to try and sneak up on him. And then it's like he smashes the bridge with his snot rockets. Sonic gets all dirtied up. Don't show any blood, obviously, because it's a kids' movie. Can't do that. It'll increase the rating. And then the thing you mentioned to me was like the ticking clock trope that you hate. Did you write that in your notes?
The ticking clock trope?
Where the hero saves things at the very last
No. I hate that trope when there's an actual timer.
So you're okay with it in this movie?
Thing is, when there isn't a timer, it's hard to notice. But when there is an actual timer, it's going to be done in the last second. But during the moment, Tails and Knuckles finally get into the Death Egg. Took a while to climb that fucking thing. And they attack, and Tails uses his holograms to multiply himself, and then Eggman went. Then Eggman went, "Nah, fuck you," and did the Force Repulse from the Force Unleashed. And then Knuckles is there. "I am also a hologram."
Why did he do that?
I don't know, but so Knuckles jumps up and punches Eggman. Eggman has the power of the Master Emeralds, and he couldn't block the punch.
Nope.
Well, that's like Sonic 3. That's been a thing for a long time.
Well, yeah, but
just punch emeralds out.
It's Sonic 3. It's Sonic 3. Knuckles came underground, so Super Sonic wouldn't see it. Eggman literally stared at Knuckles as he leapt at him.
Yeah.
Also, this fucking Death Egg robot, despite being powered by the Master Emerald, can apparently just be powered by a computer normally, which makes you wonder why bother with the Master Emerald in the first place, but whatever.
He says it's auxiliary power, so that's fine by me. He's clever enough to put backup generators in that thing. I like to imagine it's where the arse is.
Where the arse is.
Maybe not as powerful as main power.
Yeah, it's like the Iron Man armor. You take the arc reactor out, it's still got auxiliary power, but it doesn't last very long.
Yeah.
But he was gonna plug it into a charger cable later, I guess.
So during this, Tom and Maddie come out of fucking nowhere.
I love how the guy in the pickup truck didn't notice the giant robot.
Somehow didn't notice it.
didn't look around and see the commotion. It's like, hey, what's going on here? Oh, you want my truck? Here you go.
Sure, you can have it.
Here's the keys. That also has the keys to my house. Be careful now.
Now, it is insured, so be sure to, and they're gone. But yeah, so they drive, you know, credit where credit is due, you know, giant ass robot, and they drive towards the fucking thing. I'd be shitting myself.
That's the power of love.
They
man.
grab Sonic just before he gets crushed, and they survive they survive the explosion of the car.
It flips like two times, I think.
I love how it rolls so much, despite the fact it has no doors. It rolls, they get out, and they're completely clean, save for like a bruise mark on their cheek.
Again, that's the whole rating system. You can't show blood in the movie. Or
Plot
raises the
armor.
rating.
So
There's
literal
literally nothing
armor.
they're allowed to do.
So the Master Emerald breaks, which in my notes is Ken Pender's "Eat Your Heart Out" again.
What was the Pender's reference this time?
The Master Emerald
Nothing.
breaking.
All right.
Nah, he has nothing to do with that shit.
But like, what he claims he owns the Master Emerald. Let's not forget. But like, have you? Those Chaos Emeralds are tiny.
They
I
are.
like
tiny.
it. I like how small they are. I want Rouge to wear them as a fucking necklace if she ever shows up.
Of course you fucking do. So right before Eggman crushes them, you know, last minute save happens with the Chaos Emeralds going into Sonic.
I didn't
I
like
like
that
that
happened.
I liked it. I thought it was like it was calling on the positive energy thing from SA1. Because that was when they were like, I love you too, and then they were going to get squished, and then, you know, the power of love saves them.
I love how quickly they accepted their deaths. Like, not even we'll find a way out of this. Like, yeah, okay, we're gonna die now.
It's like Toy Story 3.
Oh Jesus, didn't think about that actually. Right, Supersonic. How did you guys feel about him?
Amazed.
I liked that Supersonic was established, but I didn't like how it was executed.
What do you mean? How was it executed?
I get that it was the whole, like, yeah, I'm overpowered now, but I felt like it should have been, like, more of a dynamic battle than to, like, show off that I'm, like, yeah, I'm overpowered now.
I liked how Sonic was serious. Like, he's like, yeah, I've got the power. You're through, Eggman. This is, like, I'm done.
Did you notice he changed the tone of his voice when he was talking?
I did notice that, which I liked.
It's over, Eggman. Like, proper, like, Ryan Drummond in Heroes shit. But, well, not quite that extreme, but, like, changing his voice when he's super. I like it when the voice actors for Sonic do that.
I will say there were another moment I laughed where Sonic was like decimating the Death Egg robot, gave it a tap, and then it was like, oh, okay, it's gonna be like that now, is it?
Oh, look, that's a Sonic 06.
It is, but it is clearly Sonic 06, but I just love the Eggman. Oh, is that it, huh?
Yeah,
Oh,
overall,
yeah,
like,
that's a
I
fucking
felt like
great
it would have
moment.
been a bit more better if it was like a bigger battle before the end.
Yeah.
Like, maybe if he launched missiles and lasers at him or something.
Something that I guess more introduced the power of Supersonic.
Well, if I go on a bit of a tangent here, not a long one. Given the end credits scene, I think the reason that they didn't have him fight back very well was because they want to show how powerful Supersonic is now, so that when he has a match later in the next movie, it's more believable that it's a difficult fight. Because, like, if he'd had a difficult fight against a robot in this movie, it would have downplayed how crazy powerful he is going up against another super form in the next movie, if that happens.
Well, we'll get to that in a moment. So after the Death Egg robot is defeated, which, by the way, considering all the destruction that happens, I like when Sonic sawed off the head of the Death Egg robot and it fell in front of him. I was thinking, did Tom and Maddie move? Because they were in front of that thing.
Yeah, that came to my mind too. It's like, oh god, I hope they moved out of the way.
Yeah, wouldn't that be some shit? Sonic's like, I defeated Eggman. Tom? Oh no. Just looks at the head. You see an arm sticking out from underneath. So I quite like Knuckles when he was like, you know, stop, do not go near him. He has absorbed the power of the emeralds. He's not the Sonic you knew. Just a chili dog lands on him. He is the Sonic you know.
I was expecting Spiral Eyes.
Spiral Eyes? Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
for
Fleetway.
Oh, for Fleetway.
Yeah, I was expecting him to open his eyes when he did the thunder lightning thing and have spiral eyes for a second.
That could be interesting if they. That could be an interesting way to bring in Fleetway in the future, maybe. Because I mean, we see this version of Supersonic has fucking god powers.
I feel like
this is
too
by
deep
far
of
the
a
most
cut.
powerful. This is by far the most powerful version of Supersonic.
What'd you say, Eddie?
Like, it's not even fucking close.
Doesn't
Eddie.
even need rings to stay charged.
Yeah, that is another point. How are they going to keep the super form going? Because Sonic here just gets rid of the emeralds because he likes the blue, as he says. But like, is the power continuous? Is there a timeout?
I'm gonna assume it's like the old Archie version where it just lasts as long as the plot needs it to.
Right.
One thing that confused me, I don't remember seeing the Chaos Emeralds go back into the Master Emerald.
I was gonna bring that up.
Yeah,
I was gonna bring that
they
up.
don't.
Because they don't fall back down at all. Knuckles just fixes the Master Emerald. Where did those emeralds
Which
go?
I guess they went somewhere else, and the next movie's going to be about gathering them.
But why would the Master Emerald be able to get put back together and still have its power, though?
That is very interesting. Yeah, I wonder if they'll bring that up or if they'll just expect us to handwave it. Because they established that thing was made of the emeralds.
Yeah, that was made by the
Which
Chaos
I like.
Emeralds. Yeah, I like it
But
too,
now
but
it
it's
can
like...
But now it can self-sustain? Like, okay.
Also, Knuckles...
So now we've got
Knuckles can apparently
two
fix the
sources.
Master Emerald, apparently.
Yeah, how the fuck did he know he could do that?
Like, assuming he did put the emeralds back together, like, in the next one, what's Sonic gonna be, like, with a hammer? Knuckles, give me the emerald, I need it.
Yeah, it's like, so does that mean we now have two sources of ultimate power in the universe?
Or is it that Knuckles
guess?
just got the shards and brought them together, but it's just a rock at that point?
You know what? I was seeing that scene. I really hope someone on Twitter does this where they just edit it to have the Emerald Radar from SA1 there. But it's got like 50 million. The whole fucking bottom of the screen is covered with them and they're all flashing red at the same time.
so like the scene where Sonic's holding it breaks and the emerald radars appear.
There's like 50 million different beeps all going off at once.
The computer's just flying around everywhere.
Oh, I wish it was available on streaming sites. I would absolutely do that. But then we go to the last scene, which I hate how Knuckles just turned into Starfire with the intelligence of Drax. Like, I am having the fun at the base of Bull. The ice cream has the sprinkles. Like, he's been speaking perfect English throughout the whole film. Why is he suddenly speaking like Starfire now?
Because he's never seen things like baseball or ice cream or sprinkles.
He can still fucking talk, though.
I
thought it was
gotta
funny.
agree.
That's,
It's funny, but I felt like it was a bit weird.
If it didn't make me laugh, I would have hated it, but it made me laugh, so I'm giving it a pass.
I'll let it
I'm sorry.
slide for this time, yeah.
I mean, I like Knuckles punching the ball, but in a way, I kind of felt like if he was still in serious mode, where like Tails throws the ball, Knuckles grabs it, it's like, you are an unworthy opponent, just throws it away or something.
I wanted him to hit the ball with the wrong end of the baseball, but
I can kind of see that.
Not only would that have been precise,
No, he uses
that just
power
would've
to
been
see it.
precise.
But yeah, and then we come to... Well, first Knuckles puts Tails on his shoulder, which, holy shit, that's adorable.
It was
Love that
very
bit.
adorable.
But then we come to probably... What I'm surprised is not a very divisive thing in the fandom right now. Sonic calling Tom his dad.
Ugh.
I guess people already established that at this point.
Well,
How
no,
did you guys feel about
because
that?
at the start of the film, Sonic says, stop trying to be my dad. Like,
And then the movie is about him accepting that he is his dad.
Yeah.
is it
It's a
though?
good trope, but it's like, I felt
Yeah.
like the fans kind of just introduced the whole thing like, yeah, they're just family now. So I'm kind of just used to it.
It's so out of place though. Just
It's not
just
out
Sonic
of place.
saying
It's
there's
built up.
well, like you know, just
It's
like fucking,
built up.
like Tom and Maddie don't even talk about the concept of Sonic being their kid. They just talk about Sonic being Sonic. Like you know, they don't discuss about you know like about being a family or anything like that. You know, they never discuss about having a kid. And one of them says, "What are you talking about? We've got a kid at home." They never say shit
Tommy-
like that. And suddenly it's just,
Tommy-
"Oh yeah, we're family now."
Tommy, he has a whole scene where he talks about wanting Sonic to have friends.
But that could just be
That's something a dad
that's just
would
him
say.
looking out for Sonic. That doesn't mean shit.
That's something a dad would say.
And it's something an uncle would say. What's that? What difference does it make?
That
'Cause
they're
it's set up over
family.
the course of the movie. He starts off not wanting him to act like a dad, then the advice he ignores comes back and bites him, then he accepts the advice he was given, gives that advice to someone else, says that it means a lot to him, then he says he's his dad at the
But
end.
there's nothing to do
After he
with
says
family.
his
That's
dad.
just him listening to advice. That could be on the side of a fucking cereal box and it would make the same impact. That literally makes no difference where he heard that from. That's just a saying. It doesn't matter to
But
anything
he did
else.
hear it from his dad. He heard it from his dad.
He heard it from... He
said-
said a friend. He heard it from a friend. You're supposed to be my friend. He heard that from a fucking friend. Not a fucking dad. From a friend.
My God, Tommy, he wraps Sonic in a blanket when he gets wet and cold.
That's a friend looking out for a friend. That's just what friends do. I do that to my mate.
You would never wrap me up in a blanket if I was
Well,
cold.
not you, you pussy. I'll do it to someone. Do it to another friend, though. I do it to another friend I care about, jackass.
Would you do
Oh,
it to
thanks,
Eddie?
Tommy.
Absolutely, Eddie. You're welcome. Yeah, have a blanket. See, Eddie gives me his address so I can send him gifts. Asshole.
No, it's set up over the course of the movie.
It's not, though.
Tom clearly acts like a dad the whole movie.
Acts
Yes, he
like
does.
it doesn't make shit. Because they just don't talk about family at all. They just talk about Sonic. They don't talk about Sonic being anything else but Sonic. You can look out for someone as a friend. You don't need to look out for them
He's
as a
looking
dad.
out for him as a parent because he's his parent because they're both his parents.
It would have
Yeah,
helped
they
if Maddie. It would have helped if Maddie at least said, you know, you're being such a dad right now. You should probably relax. That would have helped. But no, she just directly quotes Sonic verbatim about him relaxing because he's at the Four Seasons.
I think you just don't like adopted parents.
They were portrayed as parents throughout the end of the first film and the second film.
Why would they gave him a whole room. They took all this stuff out of a cave and
They
put it
somehow
in
found
attics
the
to give him his
cave.
room.
Somehow found the cave.
They set up all this stuff. He's buying comic books for him. They're letting him stay in their house. He's their kid. I don't know why you're so against this.
He's still, you know, it's from their perspective, it's a kid living on his own. You mean you tell me you wouldn't help a kid just on their own without any pet, without any family?
I mean, if they lived with him for long enough, then they'd consider him an adopted kid.
But they never talked about it. They never mentioned that. They never brought it
Do
up.
they
That's
have
the thing.
to?
Wait, it would help with more story, more scenes. Otherwise, it's just okay, you're my dad now, Dad.
Is it not implied that him living with them, taking care of their house, them trusting him enough to let him stay in their house alone, looking out for him, wishing he had friends, and saving his life at the end? Does none of that imply parenthood to you at all?
I mean, obviously the reason why he couldn't go with them to Hawaii was because he's still a fucking blue hedgehog in the world of
We're not
humans.
talking about the reason behind it. Why? The fact is that it happened. He stayed in their house and kept an eye on the place while they were
There was
gone.
just no
That's something you let
build
a kid
up
do
to it.
when
There was
he's
just
your kid.
nothing. It felt undeserved. If they mentioned it at points in the film, then yes, fine. But because there was nothing, it's
Place the
undeserving.
Ace Attorney
They
OST
did mention
here.
it. They did mention it.
Barely.
Tom's like, I wish Sonic had a
That's
posse
nothing
like
to do
that
with
so he could
family,
go
though.
up
That's
with
just
the-"
looking out for someone.
It's both. And in this movie, it was done as a way to show that he's being the parent. You don't know how to watch movies.
You don't know
let's
how
move
to
on.
actually watch films.
Let's move on
Playing
to
Mario
the.
Run again, weren't you?
Shall we proceed, boys?
Fine.
All right,
Then
now
you get the end credits.
Yeah, the
scene.
post-credit scene, which we see that Agent Stone is still alive. Okay, so real quick before we go to the proper part, it's
Yep.
been confirmed that so far Eggman, Jim Carrey isn't returning for Eggman in Sonic 3, assuming they make it Sonic 3. So
He's apparently retiring.
I
yeah.
think that the villain would be, would probably be Agent Stone following in the footsteps of Robotnik.
I'd be perfectly fine with that.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
It's gonna be weird.
It
I-
would be weird.
I'd be fine with
I'd
it.
be fine with it.
Because I can see him looking through the database and getting Shadow the Hedgehog, because he's confirmed to be in the next film.
I was so
Yeah.
disappointed that it wasn't Metal.
Really?
I felt like with the
You wanted metal, huh?
I wanted Metal. I felt like with the one quill that Eggman was holding on to for dearest life, like licking it like a drug, would have at least put it into a robot and tested to make a Metal Sonic.
See,
I felt like that would have made sense.
I actually had an idea for like before we even knew what the sequel was gonna have. I had an idea for the sequel, where it was like Sonic takes up the offer of meeting the president for lunch, and the president sees Sonic and his speed, and like after Sonic's gone, he goes to his boys in the lab and say, "Make me that," and they make a Metal Sonic, but like they lose control of it and causes chaos, so Sonic has to stop it. That was my ideas for the sequel before we knew anything.
I can't remember what I had for this one. I don't remember what I predicted. It's probably in the last review, I guess.
I'm just gonna say right now, they better not do the fucking mistaking Sonic for Shadow scene.
Oh, that's gonna be annoying.
They better not fucking do that scene. I swear to God. I know it's iconic. It's stupid. They better not fucking do it.
Maybe they'll bring him in for questioning because he's a super fast hedgehog and they assume he's related to Sonic or something.
Okay.
That would at least justify putting him on a chopper.
Okay.
Then they can...
if they say, you know, if they accuse Sonic of being in cahoots with Shadow, then sure. But like, you know,
yeah.
If they take him a question, it'd be like, oh, well, you're obviously not involved with this, and then let him go. Or if they just say, we feel there are some connections, we may need to isolate you for a bit, then fine. But the confusing scene, that needs to stop.
That can't happen. That'll be too much. Okay, I think what the best course of action would be is they show up at the house. Olive Garden guy, who is not apparently Commander Tower. Olive Garden guy shows up to the house. He's like, we need to bring you in for questioning. Sonic refuses, and they force him to go with, like, you know, electric nets or some shit.
Bring him on the helicopter. That'd be a reason
to forcibly get him onto the chopper, yeah.
Or at least, or at the very least, Tom would be like, you know, Sonic, I'm a police officer, but these guys are above me. Just go with them. It'll be fine.
See, I don't think Tom would tell him to do that. I think they, after this movie where they, like, you know, capture him for no good reason, I think he wouldn't trust them at all.
Well, even still, I mean, obviously, like, assuming Shadow will be causing some havoc. Like, some footage will be out and Tom will be like, fuck, they'll probably tie this to Sonic or something.
Yeah, because again, you can obviously just tie them together because they're the same species from space and they're both super fast hedgehogs, so it would make sense for the GUN to assume it, but, like, I mean, would they gotta do the SA2 beginning, right? With the snowboard in the city, they gotta do that, right?
But, must they?
It wouldn't make a lick of fucking sense. Because you can't snowboard down tarmac. You can't.
But it's like they shouldn't need to reference everything with SA2 if they're going the SA2 route. Because that would also imply that, you know, the Space Colony arc is a fucking thing.
If they go the SA2, they already went the SA2 route by introducing Shadow. People are gonna expect at least the hint of City Escape.
Oh my!
Here's what I would do. I would combine the arc with the Death Egg.
Do you know what I'm honestly dreading?
What?
I'm honestly dreading that they go so far that when if they do the moon scene, Agent Stone's on the TV and he says, "I've come to make an announcement."
Oh no! Please no!
If they reach that far, I don't even know how I'll react.
Oh, I'm gonna cringe so hard if that happens.
Because
Tommy, if you predict this, I'm gonna put your head on a stick.
Honestly,
I swear to God.
Honestly, I was during this sequel, for some reason, I was half expecting Tails to sit on a bench.
Tommy, what the fuck? No.
Hey, Team Sonic Racing referenced it.
Please.
No, well, I'm just gonna say if the next one doesn't have Amy in it, I'm gonna be very upset.
I'm also gonna be very upset.
I wanted at least a cameo in this.
I still wonder what design they would give Amy, because there was that one design for a while that one artist did, which is really adorable.
The polo,
it'll be
yeah.
A cute little sundress. It'll be a cute little sundress.
I don't know if they'll go for the 50s sticking out dress or not, or if they'll skip that to avoid any potential, like, you know, risque camera shots.
Nah, whatever. They can darken it and post if they have to.
Or just have her wear shorts.
I'd prefer shorts because a cute little sundress is silly, and, you know, you can more believably put a hole in a pair of jeans for a fucking tail. But nah, I think they'll stick with the sundress idea.
Maybe.
But yeah, I think what's going to happen in the next one is Sonic and Shadow are going to be fighting each other. I think Knuckles is going to leave the planet in his spin-off and not come back. I'll be genuinely surprised if he's in that
I
movie.
keep forgetting they're doing the spin-off.
Yeah, we'll have to talk about that in a bit, but I think what's going to happen is it's going to be like a Batman v Superman thing where they're fighting each other for the whole movie, and then at the end they team up to fight Metal Sonic.
I must save Tom. Tom? Why did you say that name?
Oh god, could you imagine if they replaced Maria with someone called Tom?
I
No,
was
they
about
replaced-
to bring up. Do you guys think if
they replaced
there
Maria
will
with
be-
Maddie.
A little girl called Maddie. I have to save Maddie. Why did you say that name?
God, if they do that.
Do you think
No, they
they'll
won't do
reference
that.
Maria at all?
You're not going to see her get shot, I promise you.
No, definitely not.
No, it'll be the 4 Kids
it'll-
version. Where the guy's aiming the gun at her and then he's slumped to the side.
Yeah, you're not going to see. You're going to see her. You might see her like react to being shot. You're not going to see any blood.
No. Yeah.
I think they're gonna. I reckon it's gonna be Zendaya. By the way, I'm gonna throw this out there now. I think Maria's gonna be played by Zendaya.
Who?
The MJ from the Spider-Man movies.
Oh, that's. Oh right, okay.
But yeah, shall we talk about what do you guys think about the next one? What do you think is gonna happen?
Well, I mean, I think Shadow's going to be in it.
Yeah, what do you think's gonna happen? Like how much of SA2 do you think's gonna have you smile?
Considering the producers said they weren't gonna follow the games often, I don't think there's gonna be many Sonic Adventure references, but I do think there will be references there. But I mean,
Yeah.
other than that, I really don't have much to think about in terms of what the third one's gonna offer.
There will be references. I'm not saying no to the references, but like, there's only so much the film can handle before it's not even a story anymore. Like, how close are they going to be to the games? Like, is Shadow going to run across the Golden Gate Bridge? Is Sonic going to go down San Francisco or whatever is the city that's known for its large hill? What's the stopping point? If they're going to have Sonic be involved with the police, they can't do the fake hedgehog scene. Because GUN know him. They've seen him. You know?
Yeah, they've got no excuse whatsoever to mistake the two.
So they gotta cut that out. If they do, like, fucking hell. I hope they don't have an arc or a death egg, because I mean, I don't care what you guys say. The whole blowing up the moon scene is stupid.
It was stupid, yeah.
Well, as an effective intimidation technique, that is pretty much as big as you can
But
get.
it's also the fact that all the other games just forgot about it, and all the fans keep fucking questioning that piece of shit.
Nah, man, the moon moved.
That's not how that works.
It
the
moved.
moon rotates in Sonic's
That's not
way.
how that works. Thing is, I did have a fucking explanation for it.
I
Oh,
mean, there was that Sega Scourge video where they said Chaos Control fixed it.
That's stupid.
It's whatever. But, yeah, fucking, it's almost 2 hours. We can't keep going for much longer than this. So let's real quick just talk about the Knuckles spin-off and what the fucking hell they could possibly do with that.
I
Well,
want to
like-
imagine
'cause-
either it's going to be or stories from the tribes so we can get more lore of, like, Knuckles' childhood, because that would be cool to look at. That, or Knuckles just getting used to Earth, so we can get, like, a bit of what Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles are up to. Meanwhile, we're all waiting for 3.
Knuckles,
That'd be pretty cool.
Knuckles on Earth. You know, Tom's like, okay, you guys live in Naruto. You got to start paying the bills. So Knuckles just getting part-time jobs. Knuckles for
Yeah.
hire.
Well, no, Tails already works at Mackey's. But, yeah, so fucking, the only thing I can imagine would be Rouge is the antagonist of that show. I can't think of anyone else they could use.
We'll just have to see what Ken Penders thinks. That's a point.
yeah, we might not even get a spin-off because of him now.
With SA, if they're going the full SA2 route, is Rouge going to be there? Because it's going to be a PG
Rouge.
film. So
I don't think. No, I think they'll do something else with him and Rouge, and she won't even be in that.
if they have her in, she's going to be heavily censored.
Because let's think about it, right? If they're doing the Knuckles thing and Rouge gets introduced, and if they do Sonic 3, then you're gonna have Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Rouge, Shadow, and probably Metal Sonic.
And
That's at
maybe
least
Amy.
5 confirmed characters. You know? Yeah, maybe 6. If Amy's there, then that's 6 CGI characters. That's a lot of money. So I honestly think they're going to get rid of Knuckles and maybe do Rouge in his spin-off just so she can exist there, and then he's not going to be in the movie because it's going to be too fucking expensive.
I think it's gonna be depending on how much this film does. Depending on its gross. If it does a lot, it'll probably be worth adding in more characters. But given that, what is that, 70 million now?
141 if you count all the international box office
Right.
stuff, not just America.
It's still not enough to be considered a success. I think it needs to be at 250 million to be a success soon. So
It's got a ways to go.
yeah,
It's getting there. Still new.
yeah,
Still breaking records, though,
true.
isn't it?
So we'll just have to wait and see. Like I think maybe if it does like 250 mil, they'll probably do a sequel with Sonic, Shadow, and Tails. Maybe if it does 500 mil, they'll be like, oh, okay, let's add a few more characters or something.
Well, these movies are a sausage fest. We've got to get at least one girl character in here.
Yeah.
It's a kids' film. They don't care about that.
Yes, they do.
I can't wait. If they do include Amy, I can't wait till all the fucking losers on YouTube start talking about how woke the movie's getting.
I'm just waiting for Amy's announcement to be there, and then you just know the fucking Rule 34 page gonna explode.
I don't want to think about that right now.
No, because she's going to be a younger version to match Sonic.
I
It's
know,
gonna be
but
weird.
welcome to the internet.
Don't lewd the young Amy.
Ravioli, don't lewd the hedgehog lolly.
But yeah, I'm still hoping. I think the Knuckles thing is probably going to be a completely different thing.
I'm annoyed that
You know what?
There's a streaming service exclusive because Paramount Plus is US only.
You know what I would do for the Knuckles
What?
spin-off?
Oh.
I'd film everything in Las Vegas and just call it Casino Night the Planet. Just, add some CGI buildings in the background so it doesn't look like Earth anymore, and just have the whole fucking thing take place
And for
there.
some reason, there's a golden Sonic statue there.
And Knuckles destroys it in a fit of anger. Yeah. But yeah, I reckon I had a whole pitch for that, but we're running out of time, so let's wrap this up.
All right, so closing thoughts, boys.
It's a good Sonic film, so give it a watch. Maybe you'll find more enjoyment out of it than we did.
I'd say it's above average regular adventure movie, and definitely a really good Sonic movie.
I think it's same, if not slightly better than the first movie. But I guess my general thoughts have just been, relatively unchanged.
So you feel the
Definitely
same way about
worth
this
a
movie about
watch.
the first?
Yeah.
This has been System 509 with a review for Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the movie. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, please click the like and subscribe buttons down below. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be told when we upload new videos to this channel. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.